It's not what we think of as going for an Indian. A country that so successfully exported its own cuisine is now enthusiastically adopting Western food. And when 1 billion people start to change their habits, the world had better watch out. Fast food, dairy products, meat in a country once largely vegetarian. And it's not just the shiny hamburger joints. Traditional food too now involves more meat, more fat, just more. Indian demand for food is putting pressure on waistlines and on world food markets. In the heat and the dust of Delhi's streets, the booming middle class are only demanding what we have. But the poor here are suffering as much as the poor everywhere. We find lines of people clutching government ration books, the only way to afford rice or the grain to make flour. This is how India's been feeding its very poorest, providing supplies of massively subsidised rice. But to keep doing so, it's had to ban all rice exports to the rest of the world. And that, of course, has simply made the problems worse elsewhere. In the city's main rice markets, they watch their stock rising in value almost every day. The traders here see what's happening in Indian society.
Definitely, due to the younger generation getting rich, they will spend more on everything. Including food. So that's why there has to be some increase in the prices also.
New demand means new priorities for India's farmers. Like their Chinese counterparts, they're diversifying away from staples like rice and grain to cater to the tastes of the newly rich. That means cash crops, luxury foods, most of all livestock. The demand for dairy and meat products is rising as fast in India as anywhere else, but it comes at a price because giving feed like this to cattle takes anything up to 8 times as much grain as if you were to feed people directly. In our search for the reasons that our food is now costing so much, this is one of the long-term trends that suggests high prices are here to stay. If we've learned one thing on this journey, it's that to us, an end to cheap food is an inconvenience. To the world's poor, it is a disaster. James Mates, News at 10, India.